guys, I'm Chez and this is Chez M0i. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well and that you had a good weekend. My weekend was really good. It was my mum's birthday and we took her out, my sister and I, to a little restaurant in an area in West London called Little Venice, and I'm going to give you a review of that. So this restaurant is called the Waterway, and for those of you that are familiar with this area of West London, the central point of the area is a canal called the Grand Union Canal. There are little restaurants tucked away in that area and I've always wanted to go there. I don't live too far away, less than 20 minutes in fact, in the car. So I booked the table for 7. We got there just before 7. Parking, because I always need to know what the parking situation is like beforehand. So Monday to Friday up until about 6:30 is residence parking. Anytime after that during the week it's free, and Saturdays and Sundays are free. So we picked an ideal time to go. What I'm going to do now is show you a clip, just a few minutes of what we got up to last night, and then I'll come back and do my review. How's yours now? I'm not filming you. Is it good? I'm not filming you, I'm filming your food. Okay, I'll come back to you. Say again, your mum, how's yours?
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. This stuff is lovely. Duck burger and chips. Anetta had beef burger, deluxe beef burger and chips, and mum had chicken fillet burger and chips. you was going to be that small mum. You're so funny. Okay guys, so as you can see, we had quite a good time last night. So I'll just highlight a few pros that I sort of took notice of. So the first one, it's a very nice setting. It's by the canal, as I say, Grand Union Canal. It was obviously the time that we've gone there, it's a bit cold, so we didn't want to sit outside, but as you could see from the clip, there were people sitting outside in a kind of bubble. I'd imagine that that place is heaving in summer, because I think when it's late summer evening and it's warm by the canal, that's the sort of atmosphere that I want to be in if I'm going out to a restaurant in that time around spring, summer. So yeah, even though it was cold, we didn't sit outside. It was good to know that they still had that facility if you did want to sit outside. The ambience was really good, as you'd expect. For Saturday evening, it was quite buzzy, quite lively. With regard to the menu, there were great menu options. I was originally going to go for the salmon, but because I'd seen my friend the week before and I'd had salmon then, I thought, let me just have a burger. I think all three of us were in the mood for a burger. So I had the duck burger, my sister had the deluxe beef burger, and my mum had the chicken fillet burger, as you could see. Now they, in my opinion, were like, the food was great. The food was really good, very tasty. And with my duck burger, I sort of didn't remember that came with chili, and I'm not a huge pepper fan, so a couple of times that really hit me. So if you don't love chilies or spicy elements, then maybe avoid the duck. But the duck itself was, yeah, the duck itself was perfectly cooked. And the hoisin sauce, you know, sometimes the hoisin sauce may be a bit sweet. For me, this one was fine. It wasn't too sweet and it wasn't too bland. It was just right for me. So those are the points I picked up with what I ordered. As I say, there was a chilled atmosphere, and the decor was contemporary, but not too crazy. It was subtle. It was good. You could see from the clip the sort of setting it was in. So yeah, it was good. It was it's what I'd expect from a canal side establishment like that in the West London area, because that's the vibe I always get when I go through there. So that was good. Now the cons, there were three things that I picked up. The first one was the staff. The staff were the staff were pleasant. but they weren't warm. And I thought I was the only one that noticed that. But my sister had mentioned it, and she was not impressed. It was almost like they were trying to rush us. We got there, the table was booked for 7. We got there about 6:45, 10 to 7. So we were early, and they seated us immediately. It wasn't overly busy for that time of the evening. I would expect the amount of people that were there to be there. But it was like they were trying to rush us. They were hovering. We didn't just have one server. We had, I'd say, about 4 in total coming at different times, obviously to see if we're okay, and that's fine. But you know, when people are just, it's almost like they didn't have anything to do, and as soon as they saw one plate cleared, they want to come over and just take it away, which I found a bit unsettling, because I don't like that. Just allow us to just soak in the atmosphere and chat and everything, and then come over when you see that everyone's kind of finished. So that was a bit, I didn't like that. I didn't like that element. The other thing that I wasn't impressed by were the prices. Now, the prices for all the items, like I said, the food was great. But the prices that I saw for those items, and even the drinks, those were the prices that I'd expect to pay in central London if I'd gone right into central London. But then I had to sort of take into consideration, because Little Venice is a very popular area. I mean, their prices could have been like each individual price, maybe take a couple of pounds off. You know, but then you got to take into consideration the whole atmosphere, the ambience, the location, etc. But even with that, taking all that into account, I still think it was a bit overpriced. Maybe anyone that's been there, maybe they disagree, but that was what I felt anyway. For the 3 of us, the bill came to over £92, but we were happy with what we had. I didn't have any issue with the food or the drinks. It's just the pricing was a bit, for me, it was a little bit too high for that establishment. And then the third thing that I noticed, and I don't know why I noticed these things, toilet facilities. For the toilets, it's not too far away, because the footprint of the restaurant is relatively small. However, it only has 2 cubicles in that toilet, and it's a tight squeeze as it is. So if you were disabled, or if you had a wheelchair, or you had a stick or anything, you find it difficult. So anyone watching from the Waterway, you may want to take that into consideration, because people that have disabilities, they like to go out and eat too. And I'm not speaking as someone who has any disability issues within my family. It's just something that I've come to sort of notice. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. But yeah, that's one thing that sticks out in my mind when I actually do go out to eat. So yeah, my conclusion overall is that the Waterway is, it's well worth a visit. I'd go again. I'd go in the summer this time. Now that I know where it is and what it's like, it's a great location for summer. I'm going to try and see if I can get my girls together and we'll go out there. Maybe for my birthday, not sure. That's one option. But I'm glad I went. My mum had a great time. She enjoyed herself. So that was the main thing. As long as she enjoyed herself, yeah, that was the whole objective. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now. That was my review. Let me know your comments. If you've been to that restaurant before, let me know what you think. And this is not a paid ad or anything. They don't know I'm doing this, but I just thought I'd give my thoughts and my impressions of the Waterway in Little Venice. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more videos. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.